OK, that should do it. Start her up. Run her at 2,000 revs for 2 minutes and keep your eye on the water pressure gauge.
I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Manuel, Managing Director of Coelma of Malta. Leo Howard, who's head of our power division.
How do you do? How do you do?
Now, John will show you around Spring 2. I'll be along in a minute.
OK, gentlemen, if you'd like to follow me this way.
Any idea what the time is?
Oh. Should have picked Abby up an hour ago. She'd kill me.
Better grovel.
Wouldn't work. Tried it before.
Dinner, then.
Dinner?
With me, it never fails.
Right, dinner it is.
Oh, and Leo, make it really expensive just to be sure. Thanks for coming, guys.
Do you need me anymore? This light is bad and fading.
Or in the bloody Hudson.
What are you looking for?
Well, that Watson account is way overdue, you know.
I think it might be in the bottom drawer.
Oh, thanks.
On the other hand, it could be on top of the drinks cabinet.
Really? No, it wouldn't be this. If this was Hollywood, I suppose that would be your casting couch.
Well, let's see why not.
The king was in his counting house, counting out his money.
Too right. Come and have a look at this. Freya Holdings, still dropping.
Whilst we are definitely not.
Wonder if somebody's targeting us.
Not Frey Holdings, certainly.
Oh?
Oh, come on, Ken, they're enormous. With their current problems, why should they bother with us? Ah. Unless, of course, you think that Charles Frey has found out that it was you who put the fraud squad onto him in the first place.
I told you I had nothing to do with that. Frere is a very vindictive man, Laura. He might see that we're doing well, combine business with pleasure, and make a hostile bid.
Well, then you better make damn sure he doesn't find out who shopped him, haven't you?
Mr. Howard, you got a minute?
Sometime next Christmas, Bill.
It's more like the white rabbit every day.
Are you sure it was Orrin?
What do you want? Photographic evidence? Yes, I'm sure it was Orrin.
So stupid.
So it's stupid. Beats me what you ever saw in him.
Listen, it doesn't matter what my mother or anyone says. I'm finished with Orrin, okay?
What about William?
After the investigation, I thought our share price had stabilized. Started dropping again. Hypothetical scenario, Gerald.
Go on.
Across the pond, my father and Hudson the elder sit monitoring us. Might they not be putting their heads together to set up a raid?
Yes, the thought did occur to me, but then I rejected it.
Why?
Well, a raid would be too risky. In order to be successful, they need to have some inside information.
It would appear they already have it.
Huh?
Young Hudson still works for his father, doesn't he?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Yet the timing of his reappearance doesn't strike you as anything more than just a coincidence?
In my experience, coincidences are usually something more than merely coincidental.
Quite. So, what if Orrin and Abby were to get back together again?
Well, I'd be very happy for her if that's what she wants.
Oh, yes, her happiness is absolutely paramount. But I must say I'd be sorry to see her go back to the States. I'd miss her.
Yeah, I'd miss her too.
Oh, yes, of course. Of course you would. And that's a fact that my father and Hudson might well try to exploit.
Indeed he might. But as you say, Charles, we're talking about a hypothetical scenario.
Hello? Oh, yes, she's just come in. One moment. It's for you. Who is it? Orrin. If he phones back, tell him to swim back across the Atlantic.
And a sudden rise. Yeah, but couldn't that be Frere spreading it around to avoid showing his hand? Are you sure? Yes, of course I believe you. Yeah, why not, before they go up any further? Malcolm, thanks a lot. I owe you one.
So it isn't Freya who's buying then?
No, Malcolm says it's small investors, little old ladies in Harrogate and the like.
Or playing the market with their old age pensions, I suppose. Listen, Ken, if you and Charles Freya want to beat each other's brains out, that's your business, but just make damn sure you leave me out of it, all right? Ken?
Yeah?
Mr. Cowan's here to see you.
Tell him to wait, will you? Laura, I haven't quite finished what... Laura!
Partners?
What?
You and Laura, you're supposed to be partners.
Yes, I know.
Well, then don't you think that perhaps you should act like it, at least in front of the customers?
Vicky, let me give you the Ken Masters definition of a perfect employee. It's someone that A, knows when to speak out, and B, when to keep their mouth shut. So anything you hear or see within the four walls of this office, my office, goes no further. Is that clear?
I'll show Mr. Cowan in.
Where's 6 metre?
Oh, the mast. Carbon fibre with cobalt steel rigging.
Well, if it was made of wood, I could suggest where Charlie Boy could stick it.
What, wood?
No. More splinters with wood.
Oh.
Can I tell you this?
What?
Abby's first set of snaps. She left them for you to look at.
Yeah, well, I haven't had time to look at them.
No matter. Do you know, when Vanessa suggested a photo file of the Mermaid Yard, I thought it was the daftest idea I've had for a long time.
And now?
Well, maybe it wasn't. Do you know, Tom, I think I could have made it as a male model.
Yeah. Yeah, you could.
Modelling what? Sweaters?
No, long johns.
Right, back to your carbon fibre. I'm off.
Off where?
Town.
What, at 4:30 in the afternoon?
Yeah, I'm going to the the shops.
Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, Cadian's weeks behind schedule. Charlie Frere's breathing down my neck. Avril and Ken Masters are never off the phone, and you are sliding off to go shopping.
Yes. I'm taking tomorrow off as well.
Like hell you are.
Listen, Tom, in case it slipped your memory, I've been governor of this yard for 25 years. And in my book, that means I can come and go as I please. All right?
Oh, sorry to butt in, but if you've got a minute, Jack, we've got a bit of a problem with the keel mounting.
No, there's nothing you can't handle, I'm sure. Ta-ra.
I reckon he's sitting here for something.
You can say that again, Bill.
Good to see you again, Jack. You well?
Ah, Charles.
Hello, Tom. So, how's it all going?
Oh, we're getting there slowly.
Just the new mast?
Yeah. When the opposition sees how that performs, they will know what's hit them.
How long will it take to construct?
Hard to say precisely.
And the cost?
A little bit more than expected, I'm afraid. Well, we're using high-tech materials, the latest fabrication techniques, bound to be snags.
Such as not meeting your deadline and exceeding the budget?
We're talking state-of-the-art boat building, Charles. World beaters? They don't come cheap or easy.
Maybe not. But this one has to come in on time and on budget.
And, what if it doesn't?
Well, there are penalty clauses in the contract to cover all eventualities. So I suggest you sort out your priorities. Give my 6-meter your undivided attention.
I don't like personal vendettas, Charles. Leave me to do what I do best, design boats for you and whoever else I damn well please. Your fight with Avril is none of my business.
Nothing personal in any of this. My interest in Relton is strictly professional. Let's both try and remember that, shall we?
Night, Sally. See you in the morning. Night, Jan. Night. James. James?
What do you think you're doing?
God, you gave me a fright.
I said, what do you think you're doing? Searching through my personal files.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean anything. I was looking for your notes on the promo brochure. I just happened to knock it off.
My notes. When you finish with them, put them on the desk.
say you were going out. You didn't ask me. But I've made arrangements, booked a table. It was a surprise.
Oh, never mind, Rita.
It's important, Abby. Sorry, I've got other plans for my evening. Hi.
Abby? Mrs. Eckert?
See you later.
Oh, you look great.
Thank you. You don't look so bad yourself. Ah, Frisia's my favourite.
I know.
I thought we'd eat at the yacht club and then look at Abby's stats.
I thought we'd eat in and play the rest of the evening by ear. Buy a girl a drink, mister.
I was just leaving.
Please.
Mm-hmm.
Could I have a dry white wine, please? And what's yours?
Orange juice.
And an orange juice. Shall we?
Sure.
James, it was an accident. I wasn't trying to pry.
I know. I know. It's my own fault. I should have taken the damn farm home.
So why did you give it up?
I didn't. It gave me up.
I can't believe that. Your designs are great.
Oh, yeah. What you saw was my first and my only collection. Did you happen to see the press cuttings?
No.
Oh, fashion writers hung me out to dry. Cosmo said that I should have been designing foul weather gear for trawlermen. Yeah, that was terrific compared to Vanity Fair. Their fashion hack. Set up with a lot of very hard work. I could be very big in Dumbarton. Yeah, I got 2 lines on the Guardian's fashion page.
Oh, dear.
The first one said, James Brooke is a designer 20 years ahead of his time.
Well,
And
then.
the second one said that for the sake of the British fashion industry, let's hope he stays there.
So on the strength of one bad set of reviews, you give the whole thing up.
No, not quite.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, I brooded on it for about a year. I ended up believing they were right. That's when I threw in the towel.
But they were wrong.
Very easy to say 15 years on.
You should have stuck at it.
I had 30 quid to my name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, by that time there were signs I was going to fall apart.
In what way?
It's none of your business.
True. So what did you do then?
What else could I do, I went out and I got a proper job. Trainee buyer.
And?
That's it. End of story.
You never tried again.
No. 2 years later, I opened my first shop, and the rest you already know. It takes a hell of a lot more than just talent to get to the top, Jan. When I came to it, I found I didn't have what it takes.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound judgmental.
There really is no need to apologize. I've learned to live with it.
Funniest looking cruiser I've ever seen.
Good God, Laura. What are you trying to do? Finish me off for good?
No. Ken Masters might suggest it if he knows you're working on that instead of our cruiser.
Is that why you've come? To check up on me?
Yes. Not before time, by the looks of things.
Nine o'clock.
What?
The table for 4 at 9 o'clock. That's what you said this morning. You were going to book it.
Oh, that's cancelled.
Oh.
Oh, well, don't blame me, blame Abby. Evidently dinner with us is very low on her list of priorities.
Oh, so you booked a table for 2.
If you're hungry, there's food in the freezer.
Look, Polly, we have to talk.
See you later, Gerald. It's a good idea.
What?
Come here tonight.
Well, I do have some good ideas.
Gives us a chance to talk.
Talk. Now, why does that one little word spoken in that tone of voice always put the fear of God into me?
It's not meant to.
Women are so devious.
No, not really.
You lull a man into a false sense of security, then bang, the axe has fallen before he knows it.
I just want to pick the right moment.
Exactly. Well, go on, say it. Put me out of my misery.
Orin.
What?
Orin and my mother.
What about them?
They're there. That's what she had in mind. How dare she?
Abby.
Well, it's the bloody limit, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But play her at her own game. Sit tight. Don't give her the satisfaction, all right?
All right.
Abby? I don't think so, Orin.
Butt out, Leo. This is none of your business.
Well, I'm making it my business. Come on.
Well,
That's more like it. What about the deadline?
Oh, there or thereabouts, barring further distractions.
What distractions like that, do you mean?
Yeah. Some things are hard to say no to. Charles Frere set his sights on Relton, and that boat is a winner. Providing we can go into production fast, then the shareholders, well, they just might tell him where to get off.
I see. You know, I spent some time in the States, don't you?
Yeah?
Well, while I was there, I took a postgraduate course in business administration. Do you know what the first rule in the book was?
Beware of bald-headed Englishmen in flashy suits.
Never mix business with pleasure. Don't bring your personal life into the office.
Ah, of course. You and Avril. You go back a long way, huh?
No, Avril hasn't said anything to me.
Oh? It must be Ken, stirring the muddy waters.
I was away for 5 years, Tom. I was out of touch. Ken was simply giving me a history lesson.
In that case, you'll know that I'm a member of the board of Relton.
Yes, a non-executive director.
Well, to bring you up to date, even though it's none of your business. My relationship with Avril is strictly professional.
What about Frere's relationship with Avril?
No comment.
Charles Frere must be quite an operator.
You better believe it. Tarrant is littered with the corpses of those who didn't.
Jack.
Hmm?
If you could live life over again, is there anything you'd do differently?
Oh, just about everything.
For instance?
Well, first of all, I'd emigrate. Preferably at a young age. Then go somewhere warm, like the Caribbean. Build boats and charter them to rich yanks.
Anything else?
Avoid women. Drink lots of rum. No, I don't know really. One thing I'd do now, though, I'd stay well bloody clear of that Frere family.
Oh, dear. Avril.
Charlie boy is giving her one hell of a time.
How?
No, pressure on suppliers. They put the word out that Relton is having difficulty completing orders. Share prices drop. And there's young Charlie boy waiting to pick him up. You know what really bugs me?
Yes. That he's supposed to love her.
He's even asked her to marry him. Sometimes I despair of the human race.
Children. Men like Charles Frere. They've got money and power. But when it comes to something they want and can't have, they lash out and try to destroy it. Just like silly, spoilt children.
Well, maybe his old dad should have done us all a favour and kept him about the air a bit more often. Oh. No pot left.
I've got another one in the fridge.
Oh, let's save it for tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
I thought we'd go sailing in Proud Lady.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jack, I can't.
Oh?
I have to go up to town.
What for?
Business.
Can it wait?
No.
What sort of business?
Well, just business. If you'd mentioned it earlier, given me notice, I could have changed the day.
to make an appointment.
Of course you don't.
Why can't you cancel your meeting or whatever it is? I mean, the Met Office has forecast a beautiful day tomorrow.
No, I'm sorry, Jack, I can't.
Fine. Right.
Jack, I thought you might stay tonight.
I've got an early start tomorrow. Good night, Vanessa.
Did you get a chance to look at Mark's revised drawings for the daytime recollection?
That's where I was.
And?
Yes, that's what I thought.
Look, my office tomorrow at 9, eh? We'll get our heads together.
Okay.
I need that collection, even if it means starting from scratch. James, I'm glad we talked.
Bye-bye.
Night.
Avril?
In here, Dad.
I was just, passing. Hope you don't mind.
No, of course not. You?
No. So.
What happened? Did she throw you out? I saw your car.
Spying on your own men now, eh? No, if you must know, it was, me. I walked out on her.
I've run out of scotch, Dad. And I'm in no mood to give absolution tonight.
Guilt is a funny thing, Avril.
Mum.
I thought after all these years it would have gone. But it hasn't. And all of a sudden, up pops Vanessa. Never thought I'd get a second chance.
But?
Well, I'm just frightened of making the same mistakes. And something is saying to me, you don't deserve it.
Don't listen, Dad. Sarah?
I lost the days off. Fine.
Oh, after midnight. Abby?
She's gone to bed.
Did she tell you what happened at the restaurant?
Briefly. Rather hoping you might fill in the details.
Oh, there's no conspiracy. No me. I'm a traditionalist at heart. I still believe that families belong together.
Even when the relationship between parents is no longer viable?
Relationships have to be worked at. Unfortunately, that's something Abby hasn't learned yet. I mean, look at us. Over the years, we've had more than our fair share of problems, but somehow or other, we've always managed to scrape through because we both wanted to.
Until now.
Time is running out, Gerald. Abby's no longer a child, and Edward is offering me something I've always wanted. The possibility of being my own boss. Number one. Answerable to no one.
A position vastly overrated, in my opinion.
In your opinion. But perhaps that's something I have to find out for myself. You know there's a job waiting for you over there, don't you?
With Sir Edward Frere? First the son and then the father. I say it does have a certain ironic appeal. However, I think not.
Well, it's your decision.
No. The decision is yours. I don't want you to go, Polly. But if your mind is made up, so be it. Just don't expect me to make it easy for you.
Leo, I'm in here. Something?
No. Just shattered.
Abby?
Okay. And you've been worrying about problems with your collection.
Leo, these designs are 15 years old.
Well, everything goes in cycles, Mum. This could be the smash hit of the new season.
Have a nice day.
Fine. I'm sorry, Abby. The restaurant was childish, but I just wanted to talk to you. But I don't want to talk to him or you. I'm sorry, but you made me so angry. And you embarrass me. Look, I've no idea what you're up to with the Hudsons or Edward for your mother, and frankly, I don't care as long as you stop interfering in my life. But it isn't just your life, is it? It's William's. And as Oren is still your husband, I think the least you can do is listen to what he has to say. Like you do with Daddy.
Come on, Romeo, she'll wait. What are you two looking at? Go on, get on with it. What do you think this is? Holiday camp?
Looks like things are back to normal again.
Morning. What the hell? Tom. Tom. Hell, Steve managed only up past 8. What were you up to last night then?
Working.
Oh, really?
All night. So don't even think it, let alone say it. Okay?
Okay. Coffee?
Oh, yeah. On drip feed. Jack.
Yeah?
I thought you were taking a day off.
Well, you're slaving your guts out, yeah? No. Changed my mind, didn't I?
Oh, yes, enter in, please. Come in. Oh, good morning, Miss File.
Good morning.
I'm Joe Urquhart, Chief Executive, Frere Holdings. If you wanted to see Mr. Frere, I'm afraid he's...
In Malta.
Yes.
The secretary told me when I telephoned to make the appointment.
Oh. Well, in that case, how can I help you?
An inquiry.
On Ken Masters' behalf?
Not directly. Perhaps we could discuss it over lunch. Look, Mark, I understand what you are trying to do. No, now, I am not saying that. Now, you're jumping to conclusions. Look, the idea in principle is fine. The problem is that... Well, to be honest with you, I'm not entirely sure what the problem is. No. No. I've got an idea for these. Now listen, if you see
No.
it...
No, Jan, absolutely not.
Just out of college. I have international status, and I decide what I...
Morning, Vicky. Morning, Laura. Any calls? Oh, nothing I couldn't handle.
You never said.
Said what?
You were going to take the morning off.
Ken, the business world does not revolve around you and your electronic toys, you know. If there's anything urgent, I should be lunching at the yacht club. Right.
What is going on?
Oh, it's just as you said yesterday, Ken. The perfect employee knows exactly when to keep her mouth shut. Bill,
Hello, Miss Avril.
is Tom about?
He's in the office, chained to his computer.
And Dad? Tom?
I know, I should be at my duty post.
I'm not here to nag you about spring.
Oh, then what?
Dad and Vanessa.
Sit down.
You going for a pint, Jack?
Together this month. And it wasn't the first time. I've also seen him leaving her house on another occasion. But last night, Dad said she was going to be away all day in London on business.
And you think she had other ideas?
I don't know. Dad's very taken with Vanessa. If she's really seeing another man, I think it could break him.
Why here?
I didn't want you at the house. This is neutral ground.
Like the OK Corral for the Clantons?
What?
It's good to see you, Abby.
You've got 5 minutes, Oren. You better get on with it.
You sure don't make it easy, do you?
5 minutes.
Okay. Back home, things have changed some over the past year or so. I'm doing real good in business, and I've gotten into politics.
You what?
Politics. Public service and all. Well, nothing fancy, mind. Just hick-town stuff up in Vermont. You know the kind of place. Clapboard houses, folks with no imagination or tolerance to new ideas.
Sounds wonderful. I don't see what it's got to do with me.
I'm trying to sell you the new image. The new Orrin Hudson.
Why?
Because me and William need you, Abby. Bottom line is, I want you to come home with me.
Don't do this to me.
He's a great kid, and I do the best I can, but at the end of the day, life just ain't what it should be without your mom.
We've been for all this. We agreed.
Yeah, we agreed to lots of things we shouldn't have. I'm willing to try again if you are.
I can't.
You need time. The Hudson spread's big enough for you to have your own apartment.
It's not as simple as that anymore.
You could even live somewhere else for a while if you want. All I ask is that occasionally we go out together, get to know each other again.
Where?
What?
Where would we go out together to get to know each other again, Oren?
I don't know. Movies, out to dinner?
Fundraising dinners.
What?
The party convention, perhaps.
No.
This isn't about me or William, is it? You just want a social hostess, a regular family image to pressure redneck bloody voters.
So what's wrong with a guy wanting to show off his wife in public? I was just trying to make it easy for you. Come on, don't be stupid. Hear me out.
Let go of me.
I just want you to come home, Abby. Please.
She said let go of her.
I told you before, Leo. Butt out. This is between Abby and me.
Leo!
Here, Liz. He asked you to go back with him, Abby. I didn't hear your answer.